Hello, rock bottom. Hello. Yes, I still have asthma, for those of you still wondering. If you guys don't care at all about rock bottom lore, skip to this timestamp on screen. My guess is going to be 4:53. Of course, I don't know when the timestamp is because I'm recording it live right now, but the real timestamp's on screen. Let's see how right I am. Anyways, where I've been, college, and it's been really loud where I am, so I can't really look for samples and record stuff, but I'm going to try to record, try to get videos out, So still, comment suggestions down below. I'm gonna make a list of all the suggestions and I'm actually gonna do them. I swear to God. I'm doing Earl Sweatshirt again because there was a poll on YouTube and a poll on Discord, and both of them Earl Sweatshirt won. Please come back to the Discord server, everyone. Speaking of the Discord server, I want to shout out some people who are on the Discord server. Gribble, thank you for so much for coming back. Gribble, my goat, my real goat, Delta the Insomniac, who helped me kind of make this beat a little bit. Like I don't know pronouns. They just like kind of gave me the go ahead and said that it worked. And Wapfa, new member who has been texting in the server every single day for some reason. So yeah, shout out all these people. But Gumball Fan 12, please come back. Please come back.
Gumball Fan 12,
please come back. If you like me, not just my beats and stuff, I do have another YouTube channel that I am posting on consistently. It's like gaming, funny moments videos. If you guys like Only Plays or Donkey, we make that kind of content. I'll link the video down below. I'm not gonna make it intrusive. Okay. Beat time. Earl Sweatshirt, Live, Laugh, Love. This album was pretty good. Sick was really disappointing, but he's been really, making good stuff since then. Void, Dire, that was fire. Ooh, bars. But yeah, Live, Laugh, Love. He got one kid, and now he's naming his albums like he's a middle-aged white woman. Where has your melanin gone?
1,000 lashes and your melanin has been snatched. You have now been completely dismissed from the African race. We hope Caucasian Nation will accept you as one of their own.
My king, where's your melanin gone? Pretty good album, and I think to describe it, it has a good atmosphere. It's not atmospheric in the way that like ambient music is, but it definitely is an atmospheric, abstract hip hop album. If anyone cares, my favorite albums, Exhaust albums. My favorite song, Exhaust, so good. That's so good. That sample, Infatuation also.
Dance.
Not Infatuation. I meant to say Forge.
It's off. I'm on my off foot again. I pick apart the defense with the triple cross, silver heart.
So fire. If you want a song like that, let me know. Doing research for this album, I had to get back into the mindset of being in a part of the hip hop community. So I went through the album, I went through the samples, and I looked at every single sample for this album. And I found that they are all in the range from 1960 to 1975. There's this one that's 1979. Outlier. Do you guys understand what the word outlier means? So I went to sample it and I put like 1960 to 1975. By the way, Samplet's what I use for samples. I highly recommend it, even if you're not trying to make music and you just want to listen to music. Sample it is just great. I put these in and I just click shuffle, and I got a ton of. This isn't very Earl Sweatshirt.
No matter when.
You could chop this, but
one day
it's still a fire sample. Only 61 views. But another thing you need to look at for, damn, how wrong am I? This sample is in 1978. Guys, do whatever you want. I think that if you do 60 to 75, you're gonna find it. It's a tighter net. Expand your search out to 1980. If you're gonna go that far, I recommend doing 1979 as the max instead of 80, because of musical eras and stuff. Now, the second thing to be looking for your sample is like the moment. With Kanye samples, it's like a soul thing, and you want it to be like, fuck Kanye, by the way. It's like a soul thing, and you want it to have like space so you can make the soul really shine, or you want an interesting instrument to go behind the soul vocals or whatever. For these kind of beats, you just want something interesting to be playing. Like, again, for Forge, right? It has just this menacing, droning moment in this song. That's what we need to look for, is the moments, rather than like the musical basis to start building stuff. Do I have the original sample? How prepared am I for this video? I don't know. A lot of these samples that I found, the clips are from the first second. I didn't have the luxury of having a fire thing at the beginning, but that little guitar pluck gave me the inspiration, right? So I kind of just let it play in the background. I really hope these tracks on my recording are recording separately to 2 different audio tracks so I can lower the volume of this. But whatever. I recommend, if you have the time, listen to the full sample, because sometimes there are moments that are like in the middle of the song, right at the end of the song. I recommend looking through the whole thing. That's how you get like all the best moments. You never skip over anything. So I listened to about there. And here's where this part comes in. So epic. So friggin' wholesome, dude. I love that. It has such a longing, yearning vibe. That's kind of what we want. We want something emotionally charged. I feel like all the best songs on Live Laugh Love kind of have that emotion to it. Like Exhaust is just such a nostalgic sounding song.
No thanks, you can't make me no promise. We went our own ways.
That's like, oh my god, I don't want to sound like a Pinterest fucking post right now, but that's what like June sounds like, the end of May kind of vibe. So yeah, this to me has a very like, you know, like reaching out kind of sound. So what I recommend is playing with the pitch a little bit, you know, lowering the pitch to kind of get those moods out of it. So I lowered this by 4 semitones. It doesn't say that, but I'm pretty sure I did that. And I slowed it down as well. We're here at 82 BPM. I mean, all of you guys can see that most Earl Sweatshirt songs are down here. There was that one song that sounded like Perfect. If you guys know JPEG Mafia, Perfect. Is it this one?
It ain't really technique offer.
Yeah, this one's Static. That's definitely not 80 BPM, but the majority of his songs are lower BPM vibe. Now the effects. This is going to be really annoying to talk about. Okay, so first, Fruity Limiter. Why? Why Fruity Limiter? Because that kind of sound that Earl Sweatshirt has, I don't know why I couldn't say that. That kind of sound. Wait, what? Never mind. First one. Get out of here. First one. Reverb. Because, obviously. Why can't you hear it? Wait. Yeah. Just open it up a little bit. Yeah, open it up. Someone commented on my post that I was making this beat. They said, please make an in-depth tutorial. Is that like an insult? I don't understand. I'll try. This is going to be mostly vibes though, because, you know, there's very little theory involved in making an Earl Sweatshirt beat. Anyways, Maximus, here's where you get complicated. First of all, the low end. I don't know exactly what this graph is. It's quiet as hell. We're gonna raise it just for now, because I have it quieter for a reason, but we're gonna raise it just for now. So here we're kind of blowing out the lows a little bit, but this also takes it down. I don't know. What's important is these two right here. So you see these will open up this graph. The red area is now what this low monitor controls, and the yellow area is now what the high this thing controls, right? So adjust these depending on how much of that frequency you want to be assigned to the low controller. So we do a little bit of calming down the low, because I do have another low thing coming up later. Sorry that's so annoying to hear. We'll get to it. We'll get to everything. Mids are also lowered, and so are highs. Guys, I don't know. Oh no, the mids are raised. We're having a little contrast going on. But I want my dynamics. Do you guys know what dynamics are? It's basically like, don't have everything be blasting. You need differences in volume, or else your song is gonna be like no good, you know? So I want to have dynamics. I keep everything a little mellowed out. Next thing is Cymatics Origin. I have this on all of my Earl Sweatshirt beats, sadly. Recommend plugins in this Discord server. If you have pirating links, we would love them. I think people in the Discord server already have pirating links, to be fair. So yeah, a little bit of saturation, a little bit of movement, a little bit of desampling, and the vinyl crackle. And without. It's not a big difference. It's the little things. It's the little things. Blood Overdrive. I really wanted more saturation and color and distortion in this. This album especially has that distortion more than like the more artistic distortion on SRS, or the more airy like watercolor vibes on Sick. This one definitely has a more like, I mean, it looks like the album cover. Can I make it bigger? Yeah, it has that like photo grain. It kind of flat, kind of a flatness to it. That's the kind of distortion that we're getting here. And you see it gets a grit. You know, it's like Sorry if that killed the vibe. We have this EQ. This is to open up space for the vocals. It sounds better without that, but when the vocals sit on top of it, you don't notice it. Then we have Fruity Limiter, and we'll talk about the Fruity Limiters in a second. I think this one, yeah, this is the one that blows it up, right? Not like that. Not like Paul McCartney. So you see this purple line. That's where the volume wants to go to, so this purple line. But the green line pushes it back down. So it's going to sound louder than it is, and it's going to sound like it's being sidechained by itself. So you see whenever we get like a big pump, it cuts out more. And you can see all that recoil kickback on the EQ thing. And then another EQ, which we'll talk about in a second. Oh, shit. I forgot to do a little bit of this. Hey, I'm putting this here. I'm putting this in the back. First of all, again, comment artists that you want me to cover. I'll research their whole albums. I'll try to do it the best I can. So comment down below. If you see someone comment an artist you don't like, reply to them. Tell them they suck, or tell them they're great if you like that artist, you know? Oh, there's a moth in my room. Anyways, to make it slightly more interesting, my beat, I added this little chop at the end, you see? Usually it would play out like this. So there, it kind of is very mellow, right? It's just one note towards the end and then loops back around. Instead of just letting that happen, I decided to build a little bit of tension right before the beat repeats, so it doesn't just sound like it's dead. I chopped up like that little end piece, right, to see if I can make it more interesting. And what I found was I cut up this piece right here, and then I made Unique's sample, which saves it as a separate audio file, which will eventually fill up your hard drive. I don't recommend doing that. I recommend instead just cloning the audio file and then cutting it yourself. And then I reversed it. And what that does is it raises the pitch right before ending, and that creates a little bit of tension right before it starts back over. Back to the present time video, okay? Now, I'm not gonna curse. I'm not gonna curse because I might get monetized soon. If you guys want to help me get monetized, I don't know if this video has it. Some videos have the hype button. If you guys hype me, people will see my Earl Sweatshirt tutorial over everyone else's Earl Sweatshirt tutorials. And you guys know I'm the GOAT. I'm rock bottom, guys. I have a Discord server and I don't groom minors. Anyways, the second thing, I have to remind myself what this is. Yes, okay, this is the low. So you see, in what's good about Maximus is it splits the bands, right? So I just turned off high, I turned off medium, all we get is the low. And you just adjust this until you get the right amount of, until you get the right frequency. I just want that like bass, sub-bass line. And then I added gross beat. Why'd you add gross beat? Because I want this to be, I don't know why I imitated you guys. That was weird of me to do. If you listen to the beats on here, I was gonna have like citations and shit on this video. I said I was gonna curse. I guess now you guys have to like and subscribe because I cursed as my punishment. Oh, dang it. If you listen to the beats on here, there's a lot of that side chaining because I'm pretty sure every beat has like stem splitting on it. Not like legit stem splitting, but you'll have the vocals separated from the drums and the melody.
Check. I'm who the scale tips.
And here you can hear like there's like a little bit of ducking in the background for the kick drums, but the vocals are separated and they're like bit crushed, which is definitely separate from the like low pass bass and kick. So that's what I'm replicating here, and you can hear it. To replicate what you just heard on Crisco, I guess I'll do. But like, for example, if this top line was vocals, that would be the same setup as Crisco. And that's what one of those Fruity Limiters are for. I have just the bass piped into here, and it ducks a little bit, which just gives me dynamics. It gives me that difference in volume, which makes the beat better, You look at the best songs, it has dynamics. You look at fucking, I cursed again, guys. Now you have to comment why J. Cole's album is bad. I think it was alright, actually. If I could do a little bit of a tangent, it was okay. Tangent over. But if you look at like underground, the new underground stuff, for me, musically, that's not that good. And if you look at like the SoundCloud audio preview, it's like a big block, like a wafer bar. The last one. The drums, I noticed there's a distinct snare in all these beats. So I have the snare. I tried to isolate the snare. It's not exactly isolated, but I tried. So what I did the usual stuff. Maximus, no low, no mid, only high. And I opened up the high until I could start to get those snare frequencies. Parametric EQ, isolating the snare, but I also gave it that back end to kind of make it, feel like a snare. Sound Goodizer, I just went through the presets trying to find the one that's good like a snare. I know that Sound Goodizer is just Maximus, but it's easy, okay? So don't get mad at me. Reverb, because, and EQ, which yes, we'll get into. So that's the sample. Okay, I'm back. I hate doing those edits where I forget things. If only I wrote a script down. If only I scripted my videos, that would be better, right? But here's it all together. And lucky me, the original sample has an alternate bit. So again, remember, if you're gonna do a loop, you can just do a loop. If it's really good, you could just do a loop. I mean, Alchemist does it all the time. Earl does it all the time. If it's complicated, it works. If it's simple, I recommend repeating it 3 times and then switching it up on the 4th time. That's classic. So lucky me, the original beat has it. I don't know if you can see, but like that's the original clip. It's 5 beats. So obviously that doesn't fit into my 4 beats a measure, like 4/4 kind of thing here. Anyways, you listen to this, right? It starts out the same to halfway and then changes and then repeats and then finale part. So we want that end piece, and we've heard the beginning. So I just cut out the beginning, right? And now it loops like this, right? And that works. And that effing works, dude. Two last things, right? I've talked about this a million times before on like all my other tutorials, so I'll go super quickly over this. Parametric EQ. You see this part, right? Where like it opens up, like this middle part, right? Where it closes down. Right? It goes low pass.
I really mean it like this.
Okay, so if you want to do that, first of all, fuck, I keep cursed again. Dang it. F. You want to do an EQ, right? And you want to put it on one of these, the first 3, and it's just gonna make one of these kind of bands, right? You're gonna want to find the wheel down here that opens and closes it, and you're just gonna right click it and create automation clip. Before you click create automation clip, highlight the area that you want it to like duck down in, and then it'll make an automation clip that big. That's what I did here, and then just paint it in. So at the top, it means it's open all the way, so it should sound normally, and at the bottom, it means it's closed all the way, so it's just gonna be that like low pass. Remember when like it'd be like famous song, but you're outside the club? That was so lazy, because those would get like hundreds of thousands of views. Hold on, let me find one. Yeah, I did it in the bathroom because I don't remember what the club thing is. But like, look at this. Yeah, it's just like reverb low pass, but it has 1.3 million views and 70,000 likes. For what? For what? I mean, I guess it's cool, but 1.3 million views, really? Anyways, second thing. I originally just wanted this to be the chorus, and I wanted to make this the verse. I have a little beat right here. I wanted that to be the main verse, and I chopped it up on my MPD. So as you can hear, there's not enough space between the chops for like the tempo I'm going for. I had to like go really fast. That doesn't sound good. So what I recommend doing is going to that part of the sample and clicking and dragging it onto the playlist. If you have that issue where it's too slow and even moving the pitch can't fix it, work it out on the playlist. And you can have fun with it on the playlist, but on Slice X, it might be really annoying to do. Instead of making that the chorus, I realized that Earl Sweatshirt doesn't do choruses and verses, really. He doesn't really have that kind of song structure. It kind of just goes around and then ends. Like, that's why his albums are so short. So this is just an outro. Also, this also happens on Live, Laugh, Love on Live, I think. There's this chopped drums, right? Wait, what the hell?
cross the line, double back.
Guys, I'm wrong. I listened to this last night and I was like, that's weird. The chopped drums don't appear on the rest of the song. They do. I think it's my car speakers are no good. Oh well, there's a beat change for you. Far more interesting than what I did. If you guys want a beat that sounds like that, comment about it. I don't know. But I think that's it. Is there anything I want to talk about before I end? No, I don't know. If you haven't liked the video already, like it. I don't know why you haven't liked it yet. If you guys really want me to, and this To Earl Sweatshirt collab album is like that good, I will do another tutorial on Earl Sweatshirt. Let me see how many of these I've done, because this is definitely my 4th one, right? Yeah, this is number 4. So I'll do a 5th one and a second mic beat if you guys really, really want that. I would love to have the most viewed tutorial based on, what is it called? Pompeii Temple or something? Yeah, Pompeii/Unity. I'll do a Surf Gang type beat. Yeah, so let me know. I read all of your comments. I do. If you look at my community, there's probably a couple I haven't responded to recently. But I'll do this one. I respond to everything. I read it all, dude. Yeah, and I'm going to be more active in the server and stuff. Oh, yes. All my beats are up for purchase. There's an email somewhere. Let me know. Of course, I haven't cleared the samples. I don't know how that works. And if you're a rapper and you want my stuff, we can work something out. I might not charge you for it, TBH. Okay, yeah. That's the whole beat. I'll play it right now. Keep subscribing so I can keep making videos. Thank you, chat. Welcome back, chat.
Focus steady and unbroken. I was resting on the low end. My prerequisite to going in. I chief recklessly with no end. I went heavy on the dosage. Try and comprehend me like my bro did. I reap everything I sowed in. It seemed effortless with no stitch. It's re-steppers, bitch, you know this. Cream crabs in the cold wind. Seen Skeppy out in Shortage. He said to tell he for the hoes, keep them heifers off your doorstep. Geese feathers under 4 heads. Tempur-Pedic with the Reaper, got the no debt. It wasn't easy, but we grown men. I really mean it like the song said. I gotta beat them like the locks. Got my demons on the ball press. 4 arms and feet on necks. I'm seeing green like I bought Tris. They in the red like forceps. We beat them like a cheesy joke, even when the freaking horse dead. Quiet on set.
Hanging out with bars and shit, man. Buying bitches drinks and shit, man. We don't buy bitches drinks. Bitches buy us drinks. I wouldn't buy a bitch.
The especially important part